so sticking with the Eastern Conference, there's some very interesting news out of Brooklyn. Ben Simmons has still not been cleared for practice as he recovers from back soreness. He won't practice the rest of this week, and his timetable to return is unknown. Let's take a listen to what Steve Nash had to say about Ben.
Ben is still working through a number of things and reconditioning, and so he's, not going to play this week, but we'll keep working at his timeline, and hopefully he can progress as well. Yeah, I don't think he'll practice this week.
So probably he wouldn't play until the middle of next month, or
I haven't done the math, but I don't know.
You don't need to be a mathematician to be a coach. What are we talking about here? All right, so no Ben Simmons, no KD, a part-time Kyrie. Zach, the Nets are the 8th seed in the East. Do you think anybody actually wants to play them in the playoffs?
I feel like I'm living in a twilight zone about the Nets because I keep getting versions of this question, and my reaction is, can they make the playoffs before we start talking about what a playoff juggernaut they're going to be? They're 8th by 3 games. Right now, they're in the play-in tournament, and their first game is at Toronto. Guess who might not be able to play at Toronto, at least as of now? Kyrie Irving. You lose that game, then you're one and done. Like, yes, I agree that the Nets fully formed with all that shooting around Simmons and Durant maybe being the best player in the league. They're terrifying. They're a team nobody wants to play. But, does that team exist? Are they going to make the playoffs? But I will say this, George. If they do make the playoffs, this has been my longtime proposal since the play-in came. The number 1 seed should be able to get to pick its first-round opponent from the 2 teams that come out of the play-in tournament, so that if you see a team like the Nets and you're Miami, and all year you've earned the right to be the number 1 seed, you have to play that team? No, I'm picking the other team.
Oh, I love that. Zach, I have a follow-up question. Even after the trade deadline where Ben Simmons is, now on the Nets, but then not available, as we just heard, for at least the next few weeks, does that still make the Brooklyn Nets the best theoretical team? Are we still in that territory?
No, the best theoretical team's already. You have to fail to be an actual team before you can be a theoretical team. So we have to give them time to fail to be an actual team first.
I think let's keep in mind that before KD was injured, they were 2nd in the East.
Right.
So they've slid down to 8th, obviously. I want to say 3.5, if I'm not mistaken, out of the 4th spot. This team is, like I said earlier, beat them while you can, because I have a feeling some rules are going to be maneuvered and we're going to start to see more Kyrie. And the one thing about Ben Simmons, although you want him on the court, he's not someone that necessarily, with all due respect, has to find his rhythm like a shooter does. They need his energy on defense. He's a lockdown defender and he's a playmaker. So to me, it's not going to take that long to get his wheels under him, so to speak, once he comes back, because it's not like he doesn't really shoot that much. He's more of a pass-first playmaker and someone that can lock up on defense. So I'm still very high. And there's a reason why odds are they're still on favor to come out of the East, is because they know once these guys can and will get on the court, they're going to be a problem.
Co-sign, retweet.
Yeah, they could. Look, I mean, Ben Simmons is exactly what they need, right? No disrespect to James Harden. He's a more traditional point guard. Nobody has created more open looks in the 2 previous seasons that he had played for open three-pointers than Ben Simmons in this sport. So there's that. And then defensively, he's a top 3 defensive guy, as you mentioned, as well. So they could be dangerously looming. Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of teams that could be dangerously looming in the Eastern Conference.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.